Hello again, almost a year later. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I noticed in my last video that I posted 10,000 years ago that I was moving my hands everywhere and not being still. So today I brought a little friend, a glass of cab. So that's what I will be drinking tonight. I'm actually not much of a drinker, like in the sense, I like to drink in social settings with friends, but when I'm by myself, I don't drink, like, ever. So this is very odd for me. I think this will be more of a prop, just so I'm not as fidgety as I was in my last video, because I was rewatching that and I was like, good Lord, girl, stay still. Y'all, this filming setup is a bit much. The last time I filmed, my couch was here. But then I got a beautiful TV, and this was the only place for it, so my couch is not on the other side. And if I sat on that side on the couch, it would be a pretty backdrop. So I brought one of my chairs here so we'd have a more pretty backdrop. And like, of course, my plant is like dying, so that's fun. It was literally alive yesterday, and then this thing is like, this girl's gonna film, let's die today. So it looks like I don't know how to take care of plants, but trust me, y'all, I'm good at taking care of my plants. All my plants are alive. I mean, that one's coming back to life. It's going to come back. So, oh my God, I keep forgetting, I need to look at the camera. Because it's been so long. Anyways, I've been rambling for 2 minutes about nothing. Sounds about right. I just hope you guys realize that you guys should never listen to a word that comes out of my mouth when I say, look forward to more videos. Keep in touch with me on social media because I'll be posting more. I'll be posting more on Instagram. I'll be posting more on my blog. I'll be posting more on YouTube. I'm a liar. I am a liar, but it's not intentional, and we're gonna get into that. And that's kind of what is making me pull out the camera or my phone. Let's call it as it is. It's my phone. Anyways, I've been struggling for a while. We're gonna get deep here. I didn't mean to like jump into it, but here we are. I have no script, no nothing. This could just be a bunch of garbage that makes no sense, but I don't know, talking about this, maybe it might help me, or maybe I'm not alone. That's my whole thing. Oh, I love wine, but I don't like wine. I mean, this tastes fine. I'm just finding excuses not to talk anymore. Anyways, so coronavirus now is reaching its 1-year birthday. People have been calling it a pantyversary. Oh, I hate it. But it's for real. It's been a year. It's crazy because I have time hop, so I can see what I was like saying and talking about a year ago today. And literally, I was kind of treating it as a joke. And I was like, oh my God, everything's shutting down. Like, this is crazy. People are blowing this out of proportion. And then we're still here a year later. I mean, things have obviously gotten better. I live in Georgia, and I don't think anyone's been taking it seriously from day one. Like, we were in lockdown for like, what, a month? And then everything started reopening at the end of April. So it's like, we're still, I mean, there's everyone, like establishments, like businesses and stuff, I'm taking it a lot more seriously than I feel like the citizens. So most restaurants and everything, they've been still like social distancing, and you have to wear a mask everywhere. But then in my hometown, Auburn, Alabama, everyone's like, what's a mask? Never heard of her. Ew, you're wearing a mask? Who are you? Like, I'm dead serious. I'm just like, that's so weird, like between the two states. Or at least between, like, I mean, Atlanta's pretty, like, it's a city, and then Auburn's a small town, so I don't know. Anyways, this is the problem. I ramble, and this is gonna be so much fun to edit because I hate editing. Ugh. Getting back to my lack of posting and all of that fun stuff. I'm trying to talk about this again. I don't know how y'all are, but do you ever feel like you have ideas that you want to do? And so many, like, I am a creative. My mind, I'm not a math and science person. I talked about that in my last video. I actually want to watch that because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like repeating myself. But I'm a creative person, like in the sense, even some of the art on the wall, that's like my work. I like to do stuff like that. So I have all these ideas that I've wanted to do. Like I talked about how I have side hustles and I want to do these things, and I want those side hustles ideally to be like full-time jobs. I'm not saying I want to quit working, because I like also having that, like, what's the word? I have like having what's the word? That reliable 9-to-5 job, you know what I mean? Just so like my job is secure. Do y'all know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. So I'm really bad at like expressing what's in my head, which is why this is kind of a struggle. I have all these ideas, and it's just been super hard for me to actually put my ideas into action. I've had struggled with laziness before. I also talked about this in my last video. I feel like I'm a lazy person. And yesterday someone made a comment and it kind of struck me a little bit, not in like a bad way. I mean, they just made a point and I like overthought it. I was supposed to say overthink it. That's not even a word. I overthought it, and I was like thinking, not overthought it. Overthinking? I was overthinking. And then I was like, this person's making a good point. Basically, I'm a single woman living by myself. I'm 25 years old. And while some people see that like weird, it's kind of also a blessing. So this guy that I work with, he was saying like what do you do when you go home? What are you gonna do? Like obviously, like I don't have to worry about my husband. I don't have to worry about my kids. I don't have to worry about like other people picking up kids from daycare or anything like that. Like I can come home and do what I want to do. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I mean, I'm gonna come home and eat dinner, and then like I have things to do. Trust me. But then at the same time I was thinking about it, I was like, oh my God, like I have that freedom to do whatever I want, because like right now I am a single woman in my 20s living by myself. Like I don't have a roommate. So it's like, there's no one there to bother me ever, unless I invite people over to bother me. So it's like, I need to be more productive in that sense with my alone time. And I don't know how to describe it. I just don't have the drive. But it's weird because I am so in my head about it. Like I tell myself all the time, like, oh my God, I need to do this, this, and this. I need to do this. I need to work on my blog. I have to work on my blog. I have a photography business. I need to be more into that, because like I post about it like once a year, and then occasionally people that I've worked with before will contact me being like, hey, can you take these photos for us? And I'm like, that's so great that I have a couple people like that who will reach out. But it's like, I'm not promoting myself. I'm not like actively working on these things because I have no drive. Like I come home and all I want to do is just like sit on the couch and like scroll through social media, or I don't know, something about my couch and my bed. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like Satan is like on the couch. Like, I don't want to, that sounds really dark, but it's like, I have this problem where I come home and I'm just like not productive. And this was kind of the same deal in college, but it was different. Like schoolwork has to get done. So I knew I wasn't gonna be productive at home. So I would go on campus and study and whatever, just so I could be more productive. And like, here I don't do that. I go to work, I come back home and I'm tired, and I sit on the couch, I get dinner ready, I go shower, and the next thing you know, I'm like ready for bed. I'll work out. I got a gym membership again, and I'm paying a lot of money for it every month. So it's like that forces me to dedicate an hour to working out. So there's that, but it's just like all these other things that I love and I'm passionate for, I never have time or energy to put into it, because either I don't make time for it, or I'm too tired, or I'm just lazy and I don't feel like doing anything. So literally I feel like at least once a week I tell myself, Sarah, you need to finish that blog post. Sarah, you need to finish that blog post. I'll make a to-do list. I'm like, that blog post needs to be done. And it literally took me 2 months to post it. And I was just like, this is terrible. Like it was supposed to go up ideally like before New Year's, and I think I posted it at the end of February. And like, it just didn't make sense. Like I was so mad at myself. It's like, it doesn't make sense. I posted like, it's not like a crazy post. It wasn't like my favorite post in the world, but it was like my favorites from the year. Why would you post that in February? You would obviously supposed to post it at the end of the year, because that's when it makes sense to post your favorites. So it's just like little things like that. It just bothers me because I'm just no drive. And I started thinking about, well, it's kind of been a thought in the back of my head, but it's only been bothering me more in the last couple of months, but I kind of want to start my own podcast, which is kind of out there, but kind of not, because I feel like everyone has their podcast now. But I have things I want to talk about. But I'm like, one, I'm scared too, because I'm scared of what the community will think, my family will think, because like, I don't want to, it wouldn't be like a PG podcast. Like, I'm not going to just sit and talk about, like, I don't even think this YouTube channel, in my opinion, is like I'm not doing anything bad on here, but it's like, I don't make content for children. I don't know. It's safe for everyone, but do y'all know what I mean? Like, but this podcast, on the other hand, it would be more adult topics like dating, relationships, religion, politics, taboo topics, especially in the Indian community. And I have so many thoughts on it, but at the same time, like, on my experiences with all of that, but I have my Indian family who would listen to it. And I'm like terrified, because I know for a fact they would 100% not be there. I've talked about it with them before, but they're like, if it's gonna be like your Instagram stories, please don't do that. And I'm like, oh, it's probably worse than my Instagram stories. I still don't like this. It tastes better with food, but I think this is something you're supposed to drink with the food. No, I have to hold it because I'm gonna do stuff with my hands otherwise. So yeah, that's kind of one thing I've been struggling with, is just this laziness. And it's crazy because it's like, I've had all these ideas in my head for years now. Since college, I won't even say before college, like my blog, I started in high school. I wrote my first blog post in high school, and then I took a break and started it back up again in college. And that's when I like really took interest in it. And then like my photography stuff, that was something that I started more. I mean, I started it in college, but it's crazy because it's like now, I don't want to make this sound mean, but it's like, I've had these ideas for years and years and years, but I've never like gone into it full force. And now I'm seeing my peers, and like, especially with the pandemic and everything, everyone else is also doing similar things. And I'm like, crap. If I start it now, it just looks like I'm copying everyone, when in reality, I had all these ideas first. That sounds really bad to say, but do y'all know what I mean? Like, now it's like everyone's doing it, so it's not as cool anymore. But I had these ideas before, they were cool. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding in the sense, like, I'm very happy that people are pursuing their side hustles and doing things like that, but I'm just like, oh my God. Because of my laziness, I could have started all these things way earlier, but I didn't, because I'm a piece of shit. And I think that's what it's all coming down to. And I'm very like disappointed in myself. So I'm like posting this, hoping that it motivates me, and I'm hoping that other people I hope other people are going through this, because then I just feel awful about myself. Like, my mom even said something last year, and once again, it's all like coming back to me now. Like, you know, when you don't listen to something, when someone tells you something and then later on it comes back to you and you're like, oh my God, they made such a good point. My mom told me, she's like, you have this alone time now. You can spend it with God and like take advantage of this singlehood. Not singlehood. She'd not say that, but this alone time. Now, like, I'm a single woman living on my own. Like, a lot of people, it is sad in a way, because like most of my friends, they all like have their husbands and boyfriends, and I'm just like, hi, look at me, just this loser, living by myself, still single. It's fine. But like, it is also a blessing, and I feel like I haven't been taking full advantage of it because of this terrible laziness in me, which is weird, because I also am hardworking. It's just, I don't know. And then like, this podcast idea has like literally been eating me alive. Like, I have so many things I want to talk about that I just feel like fit a podcast. I started jotting down ideas, but then it's also that whole thing, figuring out the equipment you need for it, how to upload it to all the, like, I don't know anything about it. So it's just like this idea, but then it's also like not original, because everyone has a podcast. Everyone and their mother has a podcast now. And I'm just like, no one's going to listen to it. I mean, if anyone listens to, it's probably gonna be my parents maybe, and they will probably lecture me afterwards on how they don't agree with anything that I said, which is fine, but I'm not in the mood for a lecture. But yeah, I feel like I have other things to talk about, but this has really been bothering me, because it's like I'm in this, I don't know, I'm working, obviously. I'm a working woman. I work in the corporate world. Like, oh my God, look at me. But I'm just stuck. I'm not like happy where I'm at. But at the same time, I'm like, well, the only way you're going to be happy, if you want to do the things you want to do, you have to actually do it. And sitting my butt on the couch every day when I come home from work isn't doing anything. And like, my coworker yesterday was saying, like, what are you gonna do when you go home? You have all this free time because you don't have to deal with kids and all that stuff. And I was just like, you are so right. I have all this free time, and I am just such a lazy person. I mean, I'm not like, I don't have that much free time in the sense, like, I come home from work, I'm tired. Like, you come home, it's like 5:30-ish. I come home at 5 now because I work earlier and I leave work earlier. So I have all this free time, and like, I'm tired. Then time just flies by, and the next thing you know, it's like 10 o'clock and it's time to go to bed. Like, I do have free time, and a lot of that free time, I just end up sitting on the couch being a bum, and I'm sick of being a bum. Sometimes I wonder, is it like an issue with me, or is it just something I have to fight? Like, this is a huge prayer of mine. Like, I pray for my family, I pray for my future, and I also pray for this laziness to go away, because I'm just thinking about all the things I could be doing and like could have right now if I wasn't a lazy piece of shit. I hope people aren't offended by cursing. I don't think shit's a bad word. Each to their own. I feel like it's the way you use it. I don't see a problem with curse words, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm sure I've talked about this in like all my videos. It's like, I can't even say from now on, now that I've posted this, I'm going to be filming more often. I'm going to post more videos, because it's probably going to be a lie. And I want to tell y'all, like, stay tuned for more videos, but I say that and then there won't be a video till next year. And I'm just annoyed with myself, and I just wanted to put it out there because maybe it'll be better now that I'm talking about it and verbalizing it. I thought about writing it down, but I felt like this was something needed to be talked about, because it's hard to, like, you see how I'm speaking, like, it's hard to put this in a blog post. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. My hair, I was literally watching my last video before filming this, and my hair has grown so much. It was like up to here, and now it's up to here. I also have bangs, but y'all can't see the bangs because I'm growing those out. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all already know. If you read my blog, y'all already know. I cut my bangs May of 2020. I have to say it like that now because it's been so long since I filmed. It's been almost a year since I posted my last video, and I was saying in that video, stay tuned for more videos, because now I have free time. And then how many videos did I post? 0. I actually did film one video and I was trying to upload it, and then it just would not upload. It was taking 2 or 3 days, and finally I was like, you know what, I can't, it's not meant to be, so I just didn't upload it. I did post on Instagram asking for ideas on what to talk about here on my channel. I have podcast ideas, but once again, maybe if someone does it with me, it'll be easier to do. But it's like, this is all like, sometimes I feel like I need a push. Like, someone would be like, Sarah, I'll come with you and help you do these things. Maybe I need that little push. But that's what I've been asking the Lord. I'm like, Jesus, please give me the drive, because you have all the power. Tell me, make me do the things that I want to do, or give me the drive, because I'm telling y'all, laziness is a disease. It is a disease, and I don't like the disease. And I don't know if anyone else struggles with it, because I just see these empowered women doing awesome things, and I'm just like, that could be me, but I'm lazy and I don't have a drive. I don't have drive. Like, it sounds like I sit on the couch and do nothing all the time. Like, I socialize with my friends and stuff like that, and I have enough energy to go to work and all that stuff. It's just like, my personal goals are still sitting there collecting dust because I don't make time for any of it. And I always have an excuse. So, yep, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. but this was just really on my heart and on my mind, and I look like garbage because I'm not wearing makeup. I took a shower and I was like, I'm just not gonna look cute for this at all. I mean, not saying I look cute otherwise because I look like a toe even with makeup on. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing well. Hope if you're going through something similar, you're not alone. And if everyone is watching this video and they're like, Sarah, we will pray for you because clearly you need help, please pray for me. I appreciate the thoughts and the prayers. Don't really know what thoughts do because people say you're in my thoughts. I'm like, I'm glad you're thinking of me, but what does that do? Like, where do those thoughts go? Do they do anything? Do they help me achieve my goals that I'm struggling to accomplish? Oh Lord, I'm not getting into that topic. I have a blog post about thoughts and prayers. But yeah, hope y'all are having a great night. I'm really, really, really hoping that I will edit this and post this in 5 minutes, but that depends on my laziness. And Sarah, please don't be lazy. Please post this in 2 days. Do it. Pep talk to myself on camera. The epitome of crazy. But yeah, hope y'all are having a great night, great weekend, doing whatever you are doing, and you're not alone if you're going through issues. And subscribe to my channel. I put out videos sometimes. Not going to make promises here because I don't keep them. But yeah, bye.